The Forever Story dropped on August 26th, 2022, and it would be hard to say that it wasn't to no avail. I mean, he got the shit that you could play for your mama and the hose? I don't know anyone else who can do that. No, T-Swizzle, get out of here. Get. JID's album was just straight fire. So obviously, JID is one of the most listened to artists of the year. Hey, Lucas. Yes? It doesn't work that way. What do you mean it doesn't work that way? It just doesn't. Shut the fuck up, Phil. No one likes you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't care. I fucking hate that guy. But he's right. Despite making one of the best albums of the year, he isn't one of the tippity top listened to artists. In fact, his album probably has less listens in the entirety of the 2 months that it's been out than Honestly Nevermind had in the first week. And that was a surprise drop. Fuck you, Drake. But that begs me to ask, why isn't JID at the top of the music industry? I mean, if he made the best music this year, and most people agree with that, shouldn't he be able to get more listens then? Bro deserves it, and anything less would mean that he's underrated. Right? Well, going off the Google definition, underrated means not rated or valued highly enough. Okay, here's the thing, bro is definitely rated high enough, as even Melonhead himself gave him a
decent 2 strong 9 on this one.
Yes, Drake, I know it's crazy. You should give him a 1 for living for this absurd rating. Oh, you already did. What a good guy. So that means JID would have to be undervalued if he was to be underrated. But are we really going to be calling a multi-millionaire artist undervalued? Alright, even if I think he should be at the top of the charts, there's just no way I can say that bro's undervalued when he already has millions of fans and makes tons of money off of them. Because of this, I'm simply just not going to use the dictionary definition, because it makes no sense in this context. So instead, I'm going to use my definition that I came up with in 5 minutes, because obviously, I'm always right. So the way I see it, underrated is someone who doesn't get the respect that they deserve. JID gets the respect that he deserves, and bro gets paid like he does. So I don't see him as underrated.
Okay, but Lucas, who do you think is underrated?
Well, the first name that pops into my head is Quadeca, or you might know him as the
He's so insecure
guy. Yes, he is insecure about that beautiful face. But bro does have one of my favorite albums from last year, From Me to You. This album just has a lot of good songs on it, like Candles on Fire, Maybe Another Day, and especially Sisyphus. In my eyes, he deserves to have a lot more people listen to his music, but he doesn't. In fact, a lot of people don't like his music or think that they wouldn't. And well, there's a reason for that. You see, my boy Quaddy, he used to be a YouTuber. Well, still kind of is, but whatever. That's why bro had beef with KSI in the first place, as KSI thought that he was the best YouTube rapper at the time, and Quadeca showed him up on that. Because of his diss track on KSI, it gave him a lot of exposure. So people checked out his music back in 2018, but what they found, they didn't really enjoy. His sound was generic, and it represented what everyone else was doing at the time on YouTube, especially with beamin'.
Hold up, I'm beaming, yeah.
But it's been 4 years, and he wasn't the same artist then as he was now. And a lot of people who saw him then don't know what he sounds like now. Instead of beamin', he has a song like Born Yesterday. And tell me you didn't think that was 2 separate artists. You can't, okay? Anyways, his respect is starting to be earned now, but I just still do not understand how Quadeca only has around 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. With the level of music that he's putting out now, I just can't believe it. If anything, I think he should have 10 times the amount of listeners he has currently, because it's just that good.
But Lucas, you said that listeners didn't count you underrated, and now you're bringing them up now?
Did I? Well, I meant that they don't matter when you have a larger fan base, but they do when you have a smaller one.
Shouldn't it matter for love?
Okay, maybe my definition was wrong, okay? Is that what you want to hear? Gosh. I was wrong. Okay? J.I.D and Quadeca both deserve more listeners, and I guess you can call them both underrated for that reason. But if that's the case, that they're both hella underrated, why don't more people know about them if they make some of the best music? Alright, you ready for the real truth? It's the music industry.
Lucas, what the fuck are you talking about?
Alright, so everyone knows that the music industry is shady and all. Yada yada. That's kind of the point here. J.I.D and Quadeca aren't actually underrated. They just aren't marketable enough. They get the respect they deserve from people who know their music. And rightfully so. But just because you make good music doesn't mean that you're automatically going to become the next great artist. Kanye West knows that all too well. Bro was trying for years to get a chance before he finally did. Being marketable is the key to having the most success in music. And that doesn't exactly mean that it has to be the greatest music ever. Sometimes it's actually very good music combined with marketability, like with Kendrick. But sometimes it's not. And when it's not, you tend to get a lot of people who think it's overrated. But that begs me to ask the question, what does being overrated even mean? Well, this one is way easier to answer. It's just someone who gets more listens than they should, which is exactly what Drake does. Yes, Drake, I'm gonna be critiquing you, so please don't give me a light one for my existence, okay? Okay, thank you. Like, sure, Drake does have some good hits, but a lot of his music is just boring! There's nothing there for me to listen to and be like, this is art. But because of this fact, his music is generic enough to be very appealing to a wide variety of people. In fact, I bet many people are probably shagging off to Drake as we speak, hearing the words, I wanna get straight to the climax, rinse through their ears as they get closer to that feeling. Oh man, that's so good. Wait, did I just say that out loud? All of this is to say that he's very marketable. Like, very marketable. In fact, he's so marketable that he has the most streams in the US this year so far, with like over 6 billion streams. Like, excuse me? Drake? At the top? Nah, bro. Young boy better. He just can't keep getting away with this. And I know, Drake fans are gonna kill me for this because they love his music. How? I don't goddamn know. Hell, even my brother considers Drake to be the GOAT, when he's clearly not. People like different types of music. It's all with the ears of the beholder. It's very subjective. So as much as I would love to say that J.I.D and Quadeca are very underrated and deserve to get more listens, is that really for me to decide? Sure, record labels go with people who seem to be more marketable, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You should just like what you like, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. That's how you listen to music. You're very welcome. Also, I'm not really trying to be a Quadeca shill, but like, I Didn't Mean to Haunt You comes out November 11th, and it's gonna be a very good album, and I suggest that you listen to it. Okay, thanks, bye!